I'm here investigating this Bill McIntosh phenomenon. Let's see what people think.
Bill McIntosh?
Oh yes, his AI knowledge is almost as powerful as my magic spells.
Bill McIntosh? His traffic strategies are used across 17 galaxies. Even Martians watch his show. Captain McIntosh's traffic secrets help me navigate the digital seas perfectly. His show be pure treasure, mate.
Bill McIntosh's AI insights fuel my experiments. His live stream is pure scientific genius.
Sir William McIntosh's online business strategies help me modernize my kingdom. I never miss his weekly show.
As you can see, Bill McIntosh's influence reaches everyone from wizards to scientists. His weekly show has become a cultural phenomenon.
It's time for the Bill McIntosh Show.
And we're live. Over to you, Bill.
Bill, are you there? We seem to be having technical difficulties. Bill, are you there?
Hey, glad to be here and welcome to the show. Of course, this is where we talk about entrepreneurship, starting new businesses, launching new businesses, and scaling them using AI and modern technology and what's working right now in the world of marketing. And so glad to have you here. We're doing something a little different today. So normally I do the show exclusively on YouTube. Today we spread the show out and it is also over on LinkedIn and over on X as well. So we're doing something very experimental today. So I want to make sure that the chat is working properly, and we'll see if anybody is coming in. Oh, okay, I see people on LinkedIn saying hello. Awesome. So I do see Jay has a great tip in the LinkedIn chat that if for some reason the stream hasn't started, to hit refresh. But although you wouldn't know that because you couldn't hear me. So anyhow, so we're doing something a little different. Might be a little bit quirky today as we figure this all out. But yeah, we're on several different platforms. And I want to welcome everybody here on LinkedIn. This is our first ever live broadcast on LinkedIn today. And I'm looking forward to it. So if you are on LinkedIn and watching me now, give me a connection request. I'd love to connect with you. And then, of course, if you're over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. On YouTube, we have subscriber-only chat turned on. All you have to be is a free subscriber. You'll see the red button down there on YouTube. You can tap that, subscribe, and that should unlock chat for you. Sometimes it takes just a moment. And then we also have a few people watching over on X. So that's what we're up to today. This will be a very interesting experiment, and I'll report back to all of you to let you know how it goes streaming on LinkedIn. It is a brand new thing for me. Now, normally on the show, we talk a lot about how to start businesses. And today we're going to be zeroing in on a big idea that Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, put out some time ago. He talked about the fact that there will be a one-person billion-dollar business. And he predicted it would come soon. And honestly, I was a little bit skeptical of that, knowing the state of AI. But then also, AI is advancing so quickly, I do believe that now you can have a one-person business that maybe is doing as much as $10 million a year in revenue, completely run by AI. And we're today going to be showing you a platform that can start your business from scratch. If you have an idea, or maybe you have even a vague idea of what kind of business you want to start, it can help you turn that into a perfected idea, know exactly what kind of business to launch it, create your website, sales funnels, any assets you need, even create apps, checkout processes, stores, whatever you need. It builds it all. Then it does all your operations, your marketing, and even your customer service and support, and it's all under one single roof. And it's a big promise. So I'm going to demo it for you live today. That's my agenda on today's show. And let's do this. Let's do some shout outs. I'm having a little bit of difficulty working with chat here all by myself today. Usually I have My trusty sidekick, Nick, is here with me running the show. So give me a shout out there and let me know if you're new. If you're new to our show, give me an I'm new in the chat. And I see the Mick, and I see Devon Torma, I see Jay Walker, Jim Doyle, I see Pete 6263. Let's see, that's Nkai Walton. I see a LinkedIn user who's anonymous. I see Jorg, Rodney, Boria, small business, digital strategy. There we go. I see Jay, Mary Ellen, Lane. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. And it's got a fairly new. Gemini is fairly new, so I've been on maybe a couple shows. Awesome. Hey, I see Frank out there. Hello, Frank, over in Norway. Awesome to see you today. Bruce says, longtime fan. Thank you, Bruce. Sally says, been following you for years. Well, that's cool. Oh, I like that. Jorg is new, so welcome, Jorg. There we go. I'm having a hard time keeping up. I see Blaze saying hi. We got David Hartness, Warren W, William. Warren's new. Devon is new. Tori is new. Awesome. William is new. Okay, great. A lot of new people on the show. That's fantastic. Love to see it. All right. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be diving into specifically a single platform that can not just take you from idea, but all the way to profitability and operating your business in under one roof, all powered by AI. It's a big promise, but I'm going to demo it and I'll show you. We have an entire system that is currently in beta and more features being added almost daily. We've been just moving so fast. And so I'm looking forward to showing that off to you, and you can see for yourself, is it real? Can you really make a one human business powered by multiple different AI agents that run different aspects of your business, all under one roof? That's the idea. One little bit of housekeeping I want to announce as well. We had an auction over in our school community. So over on school, we have a community in there where everyone who's working with me to build their businesses. It's a free community, and we're all in there supporting each other, and a lot of great content and a lot of very helpful people hanging out in there. In fact, I see some of my power users are in the chat right now here on the show. And we did an auction in there. It's something I've never done before. I thought it would be fun to put together a special bundle and then do an auction inside the community. And I didn't really know what to expect. I've seen a couple people do auctions on school before. I had heard they were pretty cool. So I thought, let's give it a shot. So we did a fun little auction, and it was shocking, absolutely shocking. So we started it off at $1, and we offered some of our products and courses, and even a little bit of done-for-you help in a package. And then we auctioned it off just for fun. The auction closed just before we went live, and the winning bidder went up to I think they went over $14,000, which is really crazy. And it's Bruce. So Bruce is the winner. I don't know if Bruce is watching the show right now. So Bruce, are you out there? Bruce B, if you're out there, you were the winner with a just absolutely stunning bid. So that was pretty amazing. And so it was a fun process. And by the way, if you want to join our school community, let me just quickly pop that link out. So it's a free community. It's over on School. If you're not using School, that's a really awesome platform. There's lots of communities, free and paid, that you can join. So I have a very long invite link, but I'm going to pop it out. I think this is going to end up going to LinkedIn. I'm pushing it out through StreamYard. Let's see if it makes it out to LinkedIn. I think my stuff goes out that way. So my LinkedIn people, let me know if that came out to you through LinkedIn. Hopefully it did. If not, so should be out there. Oh, I see Jay also helped out there. So thank you, Jay. Fantastic. And we have gotta sneeze. The joy of being live while sick. So I am a little bit under the weather today, but So forgive my sneezes if I blast into the microphone. Apologies. I'll apologize ahead of time. Now, why do I do this show in the first place? For those of you who are new, since we have several new people here. So I have been an online entrepreneur going all the way back to the very beginning, all the way back to the America Online days, over 25 years ago. And I've had, been through the school of hard knocks, as they might say, and I have been able to start and grow and build many successful businesses over the years. And I've learned all of the hard lessons along the way. And I've been lucky enough to generate, over $100 million in revenue with my businesses over that time. And so some time ago, it's been a little over 10 years ago, I decided to turn my attention to my fellow entrepreneurs like you. And I started up a show, and it's kind of been off and on over the years, where I just jump on live and I help you start or grow your existing business. So I love to take my background, my knowledge of AI and everything that we're doing in AI and in marketing and entrepreneurship, and bring it to you here on this show to help you out. That is our agenda on the show. And I am glad to have you here if you're new. So with that, I think we're going to dive in. Here, I think, over on our YouTube channel. YouTube is probably going to go on an ad break here in a moment. Let me just check on YouTube. And give me one moment here. So I think YouTube will be doing an ad break. So I'm going to push out a quick little commercial. Let me just go here into the studio. Is that the right one? No. Let's see. Forgive me, everybody, while I get this set up. Normally I'm not flying by myself. I'm usually along with somebody to help me out with this stuff. But let me just check on. So this one is there. Over here. Get into my studio. That one. Okay, great. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to get my teleprompter loaded up, get my screens prepared, because we're going to be doing a live interactive demo. I'm just loading up the screen, and we're going to do it together live. So I'm going to get that prepared. And while we're doing that, we will have a very quick commercial break. So we're going to go with this one right here. So we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Starting your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
And I have way too many windows going here. But I think I'm back live. And hello and welcome back. So I'm going to share my screen in a moment. But I think we are good to go. Get my chat comments back. Awesome, awesome. And hello, Alice and Mudassar and Diana. Oh, did you guys not see all that time? Did you guys not see the ad all that time? That's crazy. Let's see here. Let me test something here really fast. You guys have been staring at me the whole time. Is that what's been happening? Have you been staring at me while I thought a commercial was playing? Okay, you guys saw the commercial. Okay, good. For a minute, I thought you were just staring at me while I was getting ready. Okay, it's all good. All right. Then I think I am prepared to begin the demo. So we're going to be demoing the new one-person business platform. And I do notice my camera is a little bit off. I think, oh, that's the closest I'm going to get. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, thanks for letting me know you saw the ad. But here we go. So how I do these when I'm live is I am recording them in a format where we can turn it into a video later. So I'm going to start out with a teleprompter. I have a quick little intro that will walk through what we're covering today. And then I'm going to switch to screen sharing and we'll turn it into an interactive thing. And then once I'm done demoing everything and showing you how all of this works, then we're going to open it up and do some Q&A, right? So, but while I'm doing the demo and while I'm on the teleprompter, I probably won't be paying a lot of attention to chat. I just want to get the content delivered to you, and then I'll come back and we'll open it up to chat and questions and all that. So with that in mind, here we go. What if you could build a one-person AI business with just a single login? Not 11 different tools, not 23 different automations zapping data back and forth that you hope that are talking to each other and not breaking, not a technical Jenga tower. Remember the game where you pull out the little blocks and then it comes tumbling down? Well, you don't want that when it comes to running your business, because one false move, one update, one mistake, it breaks everything. So let's start out with just you. And just one single platform that actually does what all those other AI tools have been promising all along. And in this video, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to build a real one-person AI business live from zero, starting on a single platform that can plan, build, and grow the entire thing for you. And not only that, it can run the business, help you with customer support, help you adjust, adapt, improve, optimize, and get to profitability all in one single platform. No bouncing back and forth between ChatGPT for ideas, 3 different tools for trying to do branding. You got a website builder or a coding tool over here, automations over there, a lead generation tool. All these different things are spread out all over the place. And you're praying somehow it's all going to work together, because that's the reality right now for most people. Even with AI to make it simpler, they're complex solutions, fragile automations, a pile of tools that only fully operate together nicely on good days. And, before AI, because it definitely is better today, it was worse. Traditionally, you'd have to hire staff, experts, programmers, marketers, outsourcers, actual humans with salaries, contracts, meetings, all the management headaches that goes along with that, just to do what you're about to watch me do with one person and a laptop. All of that is exactly what this video is designed to solve. No complex, convoluted puzzles of AI tools you have stitched together, and no big staffs. With just you and an idea, you could launch, scale, grow, and get to profitability with just a single platform. I'm going to show you live in this platform how it can act like your strategist, your marketer, your coding assistant, your builder, your whole tech team, your operations team, and it allows you to focus on the big ideas and the decisions, not trying to duct tape a bunch of different software tools together and hope they work. Now, from my own experience over all these years, I've been doing this for well over 25 years. I've generated over $100 million in results with my businesses. I can tell you that every time I have simplified my business, meaning fewer tools, fewer moving parts, having a clear system, every time I've done that, my business has grown faster and it's actually felt easier to run, more enjoyable to run my business. And this simplified tactic is exactly why we built stacking rules on top of what is already a messy setup. We wanted one AI-powered platform that can actually help you plan your business, build all the assets, and then grow it into something big and real. So in this video, I'm going to show you how one AI inside Build-a-Thon can help you pick a profitable idea, create your brand, create your website, attract customers, close them, and run your day-to-day operations all from one login, all in one live demo that I'll do in just a moment. By the way, hold up. We got to hold up just a minute before I dive in. So I'm going to do a demo, but before I do, quick disclaimer so that nobody freaks out in the comments. What I'm about to show you is not financial advice. It's not a guarantee, and it's definitely not a click 3 buttons and wake up with a yacht one day. Any revenue numbers or case studies that I show you during this video, these are extraordinary examples, not promises. Results vary wildly based on your effort, skill, timing, luck, and whether or not you actually, do the work to build a business. So if you want to scratch off lottery ticket, there's a gas station about a mile down the road that way. But if you want a real business that you can build with AI as your sidekick, stay right here and let's dive in. Okay, there's my intro. And now we're going to get into the meat of it with a demo. So let me share my screen here. We're going to go with this screen over here. And I think we'll do it with this layout. And let's zap it over here. So the platform that I'm showing you here is, of course, Build-a-AI. And I'm one of the co-founders of Build-a-AI. And you can read all about it. It's just go to https://www.buildy.ai. That's BUILDY.ai. And you can read all about it. So the idea is you bring the vision, your AI team brings everything else. And again, you can go through the homepage and read a little bit about this tool. We have just really launched it in beta, and that's what I'll be showing you today. So once you have logged in, if you know what you want to build, it's a quick and simple path. It's just a pure text chat-based system where you chat with an AI agent, you tell it what you want, and then it does it, it builds it, and so much more. So today, what I'll be demoing is starting from scratch and building an entire business. This includes registering a phone number for my business, setting up voice agents who answer that phone, setting up chat agents who handle my customer support, creating a payment process, a sales page, and everything I need to launch. So you'll see all of this unfold. And then I'll be demoing some of the marketing features where you can have it make your ads, place your ads, do your social media marketing, write your emails, and so much more. So the platform can do all of these things simply by chatting with the agent. So kind of think of Buildy as your general manager of your business. And Buildy has an entire team at its disposal for all these specialties. It can go and get advice from our entrepreneur consulting agent who can consult and help you determine the roadmap for your business. It can talk to the coding agents who can write and code up anything you could need, from a web page to a sales funnel all those things, and then all the way through to an operations manager, a customer support manager, some voice agents, and more. So we'll start out by just typing it in here. And by the way, if you have no idea where to start and you're not sure what kind of business you should start, or maybe you have a vague idea of what kind of business to start, I have a special link for you I will give you at the end of this video, and we'll set up a one-on-one session. You can actually it's free. You'll jump on, one of my team will walk you through. They'll demo the platform. They'll help you brainstorm up your idea to launch your business. They'll get everything together and get it launched in one 30-minute session. I will give you that link in just a little bit. So if you need help coming up with a business idea and kind of getting started, they will walk you through the entire thing and get started. Only thing to be aware of is you will need a Build-a-AI account in order to publish and host your business once it's published. Plans start at $24 a month, and you can even get a free trial. But more on that in a bit. So I'll get to that and give you that link a little bit later. And again, it's a one-on-one Zoom session where one of the people on my team will help you brainstorm up and launch your business for free. Now, let's start out with my own idea. So what I would like to do is I would like to serve, let's see, I'm going to come up with a business idea right now that will be, let's build a business that is targeting men over 50 who are interested in alternative health and longevity. This should be a quiz funnel app that asks questions about what areas of health they are concerned with, and then offers for them to join the platform for free to get access to our tools and training on longevity. Okay. I'm going to start with that. Okay. We're going to start with that. And I'm just going to, so I'll spell longevity right. And again, if you don't know what you want to launch, or you want a little bit of help coming up with what to get Buildy started with, again, my team will help you. We'll schedule a Zoom call and we'll jump on and help you walk through it. But let's just start with this idea and throw it in here. And so now, this is going to look fairly familiar to those of you, if you ever have used any kind of AI-based tools that write code and things like that. But this goes far beyond just writing code. So it is going to make our website, it is going to make our funnels, it can build apps, stores, it can do all of those things. But then where the real magic happens is what happens afterwards. So it is going to hook all of that together. It's going to help us build a set of voice agents. It's going to help us run our entire business and even get customers. So that's the difference between this and maybe a traditional like chat-based tool or an AI coding assistant. And so you can see here, it is going to spin up kind of a draft of our business in this preview window here. And then while it's busy doing that, let's go here under the Manage tab. So I'm going to show you an example of some of what you can add to your business. And you can chat with Buildy here in the chat panel and add many of these things, but I'm going to show them to you here under our Manage tab. So there's a lot of things, by the way, we integrate with many, many different tools. So if you want to integrate with your favorite tool, we can do that. Also, you can, of course, register any domain you want. You can buy and register a domain. This comes including all the database, all the hosting, everything. The whole platform is handled by us so that you don't have to worry about any tech stuff. And then one of the things that I'll look at here is under marketing and ads. And so it will actually create an entire branding document for you, including the brand voice, the tonality, the emotional tonality you should use, the biggest problems your customer has, their dream outcome. It comes together and pulls all of this together to help you write really effective marketing copy and create ads. So once you've created your brand context, your kind of your brand voice, you could come down here and make ads. So you can generate ads and at one click, post them to Facebook. It can do your social media marketing. It can also write all of your emails. So if you've ever struggled to know what to say in an email campaign, it can write all of those, okay? And then also, if we come over here to AI agents, we can set up AI agents that both answer our telephone, transfer calls, take voicemails, does outbound calling, can leave voicemails. It can deal with all the business logic and attach it to a voice agent, or you can do text agents. And so, for example, text agents I find are very useful for things like doing your customer support. So you can have a frontline chat bot handling your frontline support. And then if there's anything the chatbot can't handle, you can have it open up a ticket and send you an email so that then it can go to you to handle. But if it can deal with 90% of the support so that you don't have to look at it, that is awesome. So that's what I like to use text agents for. And then some of the features coming soon are going to be our analytics and our optimization features. And those are the next couple of things that are coming up on our roadmap. And everyone who joins Buildy is going to get those. And it will do a deep analysis of your social media, of your ad results, of the traffic on your website, and everything it knows about your customers. And it will help you optimize, scale up, and grow your business over time. So let's take a look back at the preview. And it still looks like it's still working on the app. So we'll give it a moment to do that. And you'll notice it has a Built by Buildy AI branding down here. On all of our paid plans, it's very easy to remove that. If you don't want to have the Built by Buildy branding, you just come over here under app settings and you can turn it off right there with a toggle. Just make sure you click save at the bottom if you do that. So we can come over here, we can turn that off, and we can click save. And then our preview will be, I can see all the work it's doing here. So it is creating all of that now. So it's building our business for us as we watch. And then another thing I will do while it's, oh, there we go. So it has built the framework of our business. And so now what I can do is I can just go through this experience. I can keep talking to Buildy here to refine it. If I want a members area to hold video trainings, it can build one for me. If I want it to help me research and write content or articles, it can help me with that. If I want a members area with any kind of features or tools, I can build that. So anything that needs to be hosted online, it can build and create and host for you for your business. In addition to all of the operations and marketing and other features. So as we can see here, let's say my main priorities are energy. I'll say weight. Oh, let's see, I can pick, there we go. And how would you rate your current activity? I'll say lightly active, lack of time. But you get the idea. It just built all of this for me. Now, I can give it a lot more feedback and guidance, or I can ask it for help. Like if I don't know, one of the beautiful things about what we're building is that it is loaded with business and marketing and entrepreneur know-how. So if you're not sure if something should be built a certain way or what you should do with your business, you can always ask Buildy for advice, and it will give it to you. And we can see here, it says join the platform for free. And now, so this part is really simple. We can say, and let's do this. The other thing that you should do is read what Buildy says. I have the bad habit of ignoring it. So let's come over here and read what it says. And you know what? It is asking me questions. It's asking me if I like the brand name, are there any other topics I want to cover, and asking me for feedback. So I'm just going to tell it, I like what you built so far. When I click to join the platform, I get a page not found error. please fix this to use your built-in. Okay. So anytime as it's building and making choices here, if you find it makes a mistake, you just talk to it in plain English and it will fix it. So now it's gone to work, it's studying it, and it's going to come back and come up with a solution. And that's the beauty of this. You think of it like just as if you had a real human on your team. And I can tell you from having worked with many different people over the years, whether it's senior developers or senior software engineers, all the way to like my marketing executives, there are times where I'll say, hey, I want you to do it like this. And then they'll bring it back to me, and maybe it's missing something, or they misunderstood something, or I didn't do a good job explaining it. And then I got to go, well, actually, you need to fix this, or you need to adjust this. And AI works the same way. You should be looking at AI not as like some sort of magic. It's replacing what would be done by a human. So you need to talk to it just like that. You need to be specific. If it makes a mistake, you need to explain what the mistake is and what you need instead, right? If it forgets something or leaves something out, it is just like a human. And it will occasionally make mistakes, just like even the best human executives that I have had over the years sometimes make mistakes. So you just talk to it in plain English. You don't need to know coding. You don't even need to know marketing or anything like that. Just talk to it in English, and it will fix any mistakes or adjust and adapt to whatever you need. Now, it says it fixed it. I'm just going to super quick go through and try to get to the end really fast. Hey, there we go. So now it's fixed. So now we have a quick and easy way to sign up. And then the cool thing is I can say, do you recommend I do email marketing? And if so, can you capture these emails when someone signs up and add them to an email list as an example? And so what I want to do really quick, I want to show you some examples rather than having you sit with me, because this process can take 30 to as much as 60 minutes to kind of get your first version of your business built and launched. So let me show you some examples of some of what Build-a can do. And one of those here, this was a business I built. I built this business. It did take me, I think, probably about 90 minutes of hands-on work to build this. And it's an email marketing tool suite. And what I'd like to do, I'd like to zero in and show you a little bit about what it does for marketing and ads. So here are some of the ads that it made for me as an example. So let's go here. All right. So all of these are ads, and this is not just like random AI garbage. This was very well researched, planned, and strategically thought out marketing campaigns. And it's a lot of stuff, but let's see if I can show you. This gives you some examples of. It digs in to see about your audience, how aware they are about your product, services, the promise that we're making. And then even beyond this, if we go back, let's go back to marketing and ads here under brand context, like the color choices. This is our visual identity for our brand with all of our colors, our fonts, information about our business, our target audience, the pain points of our target audience, the dreams and goals of our audience, the key benefits of our product, the unique selling points of our product, the brand voice of our product. It takes all of this into consideration when making those ads that you saw. So let's go back and I'll show you those ads once more so you can see some example idea. Let's see, let's go to not that one. Okay, so here are some ads. So if we look here, we can see an example. And you'll notice it says ad is live. That means it's been posted to Facebook. So not only can it make your ads, write your copy, writes all the copy for your ads, and then it will post them to Facebook as well. And so let's look at that one. There's another example. That's kind of cool. Old school typewriter with a modern digital readout. And let's look at this one. That is pretty cool. But it gives you an idea. And you can just continuously make new campaigns with new big ideas, and the Build-a platform will continue to spit them out and post them on Facebook for you. And then coming soon, it will study and follow and optimize based upon those results. All right. Now, one other thing I want to show you are AI agents. So we can make text agents or voice agents. And so we can come in here and we can actually make a text agent, and we can actually have it be customer support for our website. Okay, so we can say create agent, let AI help me create. And so we can say, please make a customer service bot that helps clients use the website and the app. If it can't help them, it should email me the details, okay? And then we can enable email, and we can say, hey, where do we want to send it to? So we'll just send it to, okay. And when should the agent send an email? When it cannot resolve an issue for the client. Send all the user's information and details of the issue. Okay. Boom, and we go generate agent. Now, one of the things that you should realize while it's generating this agent, it's actually studying our whole business. So it's looking at all the pages, all the functionality, all of our sales material, everything that we have put in our business. It's studying it, and it is now writing the perfect voice prompt and all of the data about our business to give the agent to be able to handle customer support. And it looks like it's already done. That was fast. So we have it all here. So it's now created all the information that it needs to be a support agent. And then we can either regenerate it. We can obviously edit any of these things, add to them, give it more data if we want. And then let's just hit create agent for now. Okay. And then there it is there. So we can come back and edit it at any point. Okay. So it's really simple to add it to our site. We just say, yeah, I want to edit this one. So, oh, I see it's Legend Wire Guide is the name of it. So if you need help, it tells you a little bit of what you can say. Please add a chat widget to my site that uses my text chat agent, I'll put quotes, as a customer support bot, okay? And I'm going to try my best to spell correctly and submit. Now, one of the things as I'm showing you this is I'm kind of going through the back door and showing you through our Manage tab how to do this. You can also just talk to Build-a. So one of the things that is happening right now is we're enabling all of these features to happen just in chat. So you just chat with it and say, hey, I want a customer support bot, and then it'll just build it. You don't even have to go into the Manage tab or any of that. You just tell it, I want a customer support bot. I want you to put it on these pages. Here's how it should work. And then boom, it'll just do it. You don't even have to go to the Manage tab like you just saw me do. And there we go. So it looks like it is adding the support agent to our website. And then one of the other very cool things here, while it's doing that, I want to go back to agents and talk about voice agents. So you can do voice agents that can talk to you on the web, and you can do them on the web, or you can just, hit the button and talk by voice back and forth to the agent. You can also have the agent register your own phone number. So you can get a business phone number for your new business right here in the interface without ever leaving Buildy. And then once you've got it, it can use that phone number to do both inbound and outbound phone calling. It can schedule appointments for you. It can handle customer service for you. It can transfer phone calls for you. So if you'd like the agent to answer your phone, ask the people some questions, and then transfer the call to you, you can set that up very, very easily. And that's all part of Buildy as well. So we'll give it a moment here to finish up. And the idea behind Buildy that we are creating, the vision behind it, is that we want truly an entire platform where you just chat with your general manager, who's an AI, and tell it and guide it and help make decisions for your business. And then it takes care of everything else without you having to dig around in settings. You just talk to the agent. And as I said, we're in beta, so it is live. You can join. I would like to invite you actually to schedule an appointment with my team. They'll be happy to jump on Zoom and do a free session with you. So when they do this session, they're going to help you refine your business idea, or if you're not even sure what business to launch yet, they can give you some advice on that. We even have some AI tools that they can use on the call to do that. They'll help you use Buildy to deploy your new business and launch it. And then if you decide you want to keep the business and you want to have it live on the web and hosted, well, then you can upgrade and get a Buildy account. And they start at $24 a month, and they go up from there depending on what features you want. And that's free. So the session is free, and only if you're super excited about your new business that you built, then you can set up your Buildy account, and they'll get it all set up and hand it over to you so your new business is launched. That service is free. And so I would like to invite you right now to go to pushbutton.ai/demo. That's pushbutton.ai/demo to claim your session. So we have a limited number of spots. I don't have a ton of agents that are doing these free sessions. The agents need to be trained in not only how to use Buildy, how it works, but also be trained in business so they can advise and help you through building your first business with us. And you can claim that session, jump on Zoom, and they'll get you set up. You don't even need to have a Buildy account. Just schedule your session, and then they'll get everything set up, get you launched, help you build your business. The whole thing takes 30 minutes. It's actually very, very fast. And I should pop that link out. Let me see if I'm gonna have to type it by hand. Let's just make sure it looks. Okay, that link does look to be working. So I'm gonna pop that out there. And then I see Jay out there. Jay, if you could share that in LinkedIn as well. I don't know if LinkedIn is fully working with chat or not when I do it from StreamYard, but there you go. And so I will pop that link into the description and the comments down below so you can go check out and get your session. It'll be a Zoom session that you can join to get a deep dive. And as part of it, we're going to interactively, it's a build together session. So we're going to launch your first business in 30 minutes. And then, of course, if you're happy with what you're putting together, then we can get you set up with a Buildy account, and off you go. And you can build, deploy, get ads going, get agents going, scale. And then as we continue to add more features into our broad vision of helping you run your entire business on the Buildy AI platform, it's only going to get better from here. And let me go back to screen share here. It says it did it. So let's go over here to preview. Oh, there is a chat panel here. There we go. There's my support agent. How do I get an account? Let's try it out. Okay. It's giving me help on how to get an account. Let's say that's not working. So what I want to do is I want to make it feel like it can't help us. So it will then queue up and send an email. Can you, let's see here. Can you email my issue to support? I can't make it work. And this isn't helping. There we go. So now the support agent, just really quickly, I'm trying to show how when it can't help someone, we have it configured where it actually can tie in and email your team or your staff. And then what you can do is come in and once you start learning about what things people are struggling with the agent not answering them, you just come in here into the Manage tab and you can add that training to your agents. It's really easy. Like we'll come in here, we can edit the agent and just add more information here in the instructions. So if there's some advice, tip, a frequently asked question, whatever, you just add it in there, and then it will train the agent so it can deal with that new support issue that it might have missed. And all that happens there in that chat panel that's behind my right back up there. Okay, cool. Cool. Then I think, let's see. So I showed that. I showed voice agents. And then the upcoming features that are not on our production server right now are the optimize and analyze agents that will study your statistics. They'll study your audience, your social media, your website, and it will help and advise you on growing your business. So if you, maybe you need to raise your prices, maybe you need to lower your prices, maybe you should start a sales funnel, maybe you should change your landing page and try some new strategies on your landing page. It will guide you through that process and then implement them with your permission. So it'll help give you advice, and then you can say, yes, let's do it. And then boom, Buildy goes to work and it does all of those things and implements them for you. It'll be pretty amazing. And those two features are not yet on our production server, and we are currently working on them, but that's what's coming next in the Buildy platform. And so what I'd like to do real quick is do a little bit of Q&A. Excuse me. Apologies, but I am feeling a little under the weather today, but I did not want to cancel today's broadcast, so I showed up anyway. And so I want to end off on this real quick and remind you, if you'd like to join my team, set up a 30-minute appointment, jump on Zoom, and we together, it will be a build together session. There's no charge for the session or the time. We're going to build and launch a business together with you in that time. And if you like it, you want to keep it, and you want to put it on our infrastructure so we can host it and run it for you, then it'll be as little as $24 a month. Plans start at $24 a month and go up from there. But the session itself is totally free. Just go to the link that we have put in the description and comments below, and we will help you out with that. Now, I do have to warn you that spots are limited. We have a limited number of team members who are trained to help you with this. And so make sure you grab your appointment for this week before they get filled up. And I'll pop that link out there one more time here. And you know what I should do, at least over on YouTube, I can pin that message to the top. And there we go. And so what I would like to do now is just do a little bit of Q&A. Before I do the Q&A, I am going to take a super quick break. So we'll take a very quick commercial break. And then we'll be right back, and I'm going to answer all your questions. I know there's some in there. I can't see them on the screen that's over there. I got this big bank of screens, and way over there is the chat. So I'll have to move it over here so I can see it, and I'll get ready, and we will start doing live Q&A, and I'll help you with anything I can. I'll answer questions about the demo and what you've seen today, or help you with anything at all. And so with that, we'll take a very quick commercial break. And we'll be right back after this.
Starting your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
All right. So YouTube is still doing an ad break. So I think everybody on LinkedIn is seeing me just fine. And there we go. So let me pull the chat panel over here. And make it much bigger. I'll zoom in so I can see it there. All right, so I'm going to scroll back a little bit. And see if I can answer some of these. Oh, wow. See, I see some people watching from Fuji. Welcome, welcome. Kua. I welcome you. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Here's a LinkedIn user that says, eliminating steps that have to do with copywriting, marketing, website building, website management, attracting customers to a product is very helpful. Build the AI. Oh, yeah, good comment. The Build the AI does all that. Good point. Awesome. I see this is John Sammartino. John was having trouble getting into LinkedIn, and also mentioned that there's a nationwide Verizon outage. I did not know that. Anybody else having trouble getting into LinkedIn? I am curious if anybody experienced that. Let's see. Frank. Hey, Frank. Frank says, Buildy is awesome. I think it's the easiest no-code builder on the market. Appreciate that. Well, and it's gone from, it's not just a builder. That's the thing I really want to emphasize today, is Build the AI is intended to be your one man or woman business. the one human with multiple AI businesses or multiple AIs running your business. And so, yeah, it is far beyond a builder at this point. It's intended to be, it handles your operations, your customer support, your marketing, your customer getting, your optimization, the improvement and the constant optimization and improvement that goes into running a business. So it's end-to-end, everything you need to launch, deploy, and scale your business. So we're taking it to be something that is far beyond a simple builder. Cool. Let's see, John has been kind of trying to pop back and forth into LinkedIn and to YouTube, but is here. So here's a question from a LinkedIn user. Can it manage campaigns and tracking for people who say yes to my outreach? Possibly, depending upon what you're trying to accomplish exactly. Probably, without knowing more details of the outreach that you're doing. But I would say that high likelihood that Buildy can do what you're looking to do. Here's a question from Devon. Can you operate the social media platforms and AI brands for growth of the business? I'm not sure if I totally understand the question, Devon, but I think if you're asking, can Buildy run your social media? Yes, Buildy can create your social media and post it. This is a feature that you saw here. It's not quite released yet, but let me show you what it will, where you'll get access to it. So under Manage, under Marketing and Ads, you see here social media, this part right down here. See where it says coming soon? So this will be activated and we'll be releasing it in beta. It's one of the features that is on the roadmap just ahead. So you'll be seeing this very soon. And so it can do that. And let's go back over to here. And forgive me while I'm wrangling windows and questions all at the same time. Lonnie says, finally, something affordable that builds from end to end. I agree. Right now, there are so many platforms and AI systems where I kind of feel like you're using just like string and duct tape and Band-Aids to kind of hold all these different separate things together, Frankensteining them together. And then each tool can be cheap. Some are expensive, some are cheap. But when you add it all up, if you've got 11 different tools and you're paying $20 a month for, that's a good chunk of money. So instead, our aim is to bring it all under one roof. So you don't have to have a whole bunch of different subscriptions and a whole bunch of different tools that you have to somehow get talking to each other. Instead, we put it all under one roof. So thank you for that. Also you asked, can these sites be built on WordPress? And the quick answer to that is no. So these are hand-created, custom-built websites, sales funnels, shopping carts, stores, apps, whatever you need built and coded, they're hand-built and uniquely coded for you. It's not a template. It's not a WordPress-based solution. It's a high-performance, handmade, custom solution built for you is what's created. Okay. There's a LinkedIn user that says both text and voice agent bots would be great. I agree. You can have both running on your website. Jeannie says, can this be white labeled? Sort of. We do have an agency plan that allows you to do this for customers. It's not quite a white label. It may or may not be what you're looking for. But Jeannie, we can get you set up with you can set up with an agency account. I'd recommend that you just go to buildy.ai, join right now and grab a trial too. You can get if you take it today, if you go sign up on buildy.ai right now today, you'll see there's a free trial available. So I would highly recommend you grab the agency free trial plan and then ask to talk to somebody to learn more about its potential. Okay. I see Frank out there helping answer questions. And it looks like people were having trouble seeing the screen when I was demoing. Sorry about that. Cool. I'm trying to scroll through here. Pete asks, "Where's Nick?" Yeah, Nick is off preparing. So we actually have a trip coming up. We are heading to San Francisco next week to go see a bunch of investors. So we're going to be doing the venture capital circuit up in San Francisco. So we have a bunch of appointments, and we're going to this event. It's a startup capital raising event. So we're up there raising funds for Build-a. We're actually just kicking off a fundraising round where we're raising $5 million for the building and the launching of Build-a-AI. So he is off getting ready for that because we're about to leave town and go up there and go see all the venture capital investors up there. So I see Ben has some questions about what email services it integrates with. It integrates with several, including, we have an autoresponder in my business. We have a few different services. It integrates with our systems. It integrates with Go High Level. It integrates with HubSpot and some others. But almost any email marketing platform, you can kind of connect up and tie into Build-a. Okay. All right. I see a few people having connection issues with blurry screens, but other people see us just fine. Sorry about that for those who are experiencing that. Gene says only Facebook ads. So for the moment, you can do ads on any Meta platform, which includes Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and WhatsApp. Okay, so you can currently put ads there. We will be supporting more platforms. Now, remember, we are in beta, so we are pushing features to the platform almost daily. And that is one of the things on the roadmap is to expand beyond the Meta universe and go over to Google. So Google has support. You can get on lots and lots of platforms through the Google advertising system, as well as X and others. So more is coming. Okay. Chris Trepow asked, do you have an agency plan for the chatbot? Yes. So we have an agency plan. Sign up to Build-a, and then if it's your first time, you'll have a 24-hour window to get a free trial. So you could grab a trial to our agency plan, and it will enable you to build voice bots and text agents for your clients. Okay. Cool. A great question from Small Business Digital Strategy. Will this work with Promotion Engine at some point? Yes, it's something we're working on. Cool. So Gene was saying not seeing the link. So Gene, I hope you got the link. I popped it in there again. I hope you see it. If anybody else is out there, you can share that link with Gene. That's pushbutton.ai/demo. That's where you can go claim your special session. Cool. Someone from LinkedIn. I'm viewing from my phone. I'm interested in scheduling time with your team. Great. So save that link, pushbutton.ai/demo, and sign up over there. Tony says, I currently have Profit Platform. Should I switch from Build-a? So you can actually use both together, Tony. So Profit Platform is one of my is a system we have that builds WordPress sites and creates email marketing systems. And you can integrate the two to make them work together, or you could migrate your stuff over. So that, which might be a little bit of a hassle, but it can be done. Yvonne asks, will there be a replay? So Yvonne, on YouTube, I know once I go off live, the video will stay here and you can rewind and rewatch it. I'm actually not sure on LinkedIn. This is actually my very first LinkedIn Live. So I'm not sure how LinkedIn behaves. If it works like, like Facebook does, like YouTube does, you'll be able to rewatch it right here on the page. So if not, you can follow me on YouTube. And I'd recommend those of you who are out there, because you're scattered across 3 different platforms. I'm on X, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm also on YouTube. And so I'd recommend that if you're on YouTube, first of all, make sure you're subscribed. and then head over to LinkedIn and connect with me. I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn if you're active there. Also, I'm over on X. And so I would encourage you to cross-pollinate. So if you're on LinkedIn, head over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and vice versa. And you can find me pretty easily. Let me see who is here that can. I'm trying to see if I can quickly. I'm going to quickly grab the link to my YouTube channel. So I'll do that super quick, where you can subscribe on YouTube. I think this is going to push it out to LinkedIn. I hope it goes out to LinkedIn. If not, maybe somebody can share that on LinkedIn for me. And then, of course, on X, I am at x.com/Bill McIntosh. So I'll put that out there as well. And then on LinkedIn, I'm at Macintosh Marketing. And let's see if I can get to it. There it is. I'll put that in there as well. So hopefully StreamYard is being nice and sharing this on all the platforms, but I popped them all out there. All right, now let me see. I know I have missed a bunch of questions. Trying to multitask. Question about Avivo is asking, what is the backend running on? It is incredibly complex. So we have an entire development backend, then there's a production backend, and then we're tied into a service called Cloudflare to help make sure that your sites never, ever, ever go down. Then there's a whole backend database system. So it's quite elaborate. And then, like, as far as AI infrastructure, we're tapped into almost every model. So for different things, we use different AI models. So we might use Anthropic's Claude for one specific task. We might use Google Gemini for another task. We might use OpenAI for another task. And so we go to the correct platform for the task. So it isn't like we run across on one single AI infrastructure. So that's, and yeah, there's a lot going on behind the scenes to make all this work. Cool. So Jayhan says, I am interested. What is the next step? So you got two choices. Number one, you can just go to buildy.ai and sign up and grab an account. And the other option is to book with one of my teams. So if you'd like to do one of those build with me sessions that I've been talking about, then you can go to pushbutton.ai/demo and claim your session. So there'll be a calendar booking. When you book, make sure you book a time you can attend. My team actually sets aside the time. It's blocked out specifically for you. I got a limited number of team members. We can't do a ton of appointments. So make sure you book a time that's going to work and show up for your appointment. It'll be on Zoom, and it will be a build together session. So you'll be sharing screens with one another, and they're going to help you create your account. They'll walk you through signing up and logging in. They'll walk you through building your first project in Buildy, and they'll help you out the whole way. Okay. But if you want self-serve, just go to Buildy AI and sign up. Dr. Pete says, I cannot log into Buildy. So if you have a Buildy account and it's not working, or you're having any customer service issues, email help@buildy.ai. So if anyone has any customer service, tech support, billing, anything at all you need to do is fire up an email and send it to help@buildy.ai, and they will take good care of you. Cool. Oh, Boria is very excited about us going to San Francisco. She says, woohoo, so exciting. It's a no-brainer. I hope investors can grasp it. Yeah, well, we've had a few people get very, very excited about this. Cool. So I see Jeannie and Tony asking about the free trial. So you have if you've never signed up to Buildy before, the very first time you sign in, you're going to have a 24-hour window to grab our free trial offer. And that is a 10-day trial. Okay, but if you don't grab it when you first sign up, is gone. You can't come back and get the trial. Unfortunately, you got one shot. Can the websites interface with third-party suppliers for print-on-demand items or dropship physical items? Yes. So that's something that you'll have to guide Buildy through to explain. And it's a little complex for me to do right now in this quick answer, but I can even, Chris, I can do a future session and we could even maybe show some demos and I can explain how to do that. And my RoundTube Planet says, will Buildy have a CRM? It kind of does already, and it's only going to get better. So it does already capture your leads, and it can actually custom make your own custom CRM just for you, exactly the way you want it. Brian says, will Buildy build a global directory website and start by launching state by state or country by country, then build other states or countries later? Yes, it can absolutely do that. So at any time, you can go into Buildy and ask it to add pages, add new functionality, change anything. You just talk to it in plain English, and it will change. It can change anything across your whole business by just talking to it. So no problem. See, David, a DH from Ohio. Welcome, David. Oh, Elizabeth Horsley's out there. And she says, I played with the ads and email stuff. It's impressive. So Elizabeth is one of our power users, power voices inside our community at school, and is often very helpful in there. So thank you, Elizabeth. And I see people did have trouble with LinkedIn today. So cool. There's some questions about who gets the agents. So up until today, the only ones who got our agents were our agency plan partners. So we are going to start opening up all of the features, all of our beta features to people in the pro plan level starting this week. So up till today, it has been locked to only agency partners. So starting today, we're going to start opening that up, and we're going to start allowing some of the pro users who are on a pro plan to have access to all the voice agents and other beta features that we have right now. Cool. And that's kind of what we're doing, by the way, as we roll out new features. As we have brand new beta features, we kind of release them in a wave. So it starts by us giving our highest level members, our VIPs, access to the beta features. And then we support our agency partners, and then we'll roll it out to pro. And then depending upon, what the feature is, it might roll out to business or even starter from there. But it will roll out in a wave as these new features start coming online, all of our advanced stuff. And you'll see them labeled inside Buildy as beta. And if there's one that's labeled beta and you don't have access to it yet, it will probably be coming to your level of account soon. I think so. I think I covered back questions. Let's see. Okay, Jeannie has a great question about our plans. Okay, so it's asking about what is the 24-month? Is that per business? And it's not per business. So we have a model where we call them projects. So each project can essentially become a business. Now, at a $24 a month plan, where your limitations come in is that you won't have access to all of the features. You're going to have access to some of them. And you can see the list. If you go to buildy.ai and sign up, you can see the list of what you get and what you don't get on your $24 a month plan. But there is no lock where you can't make more projects. You will have a limited number. We have these credits or AI credits that allow you to work with our AI systems. And on a $24 a month plan, they're going to run out faster than the other plans. But there is no limit to how many businesses you can work on. You just might run out of credits and you won't have access to some features. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I see Alice has a question about agent on demo, but I don't know why. Why do I not see the question? So Alice, I don't see the question for some reason. I see it seems like you have a question, but I don't see the question itself. If you can re-ask that. And let's see here. Can Buildy monitor specific websites 24/7? For example, monitor Google to see when and who types in a very specific search and then catch their email. No, we can't do that. Yeah. That's not something that's possible with Buildy, is the simple answer. There are many, many other ways to get customers that Buildy can do, but that's not one of them. Now, coming soon, you'll be able to place ads on Google so you can get the clicks to go to your website and capture them as customers. But you can't just like kind of magically spy on all Google users, unfortunately. Or maybe that's fortunately, I don't know. Cool question from Brian. Inside Buildy, what are AI app actions? It's a good question. Part of the dilemma that I have in selling and supporting Buildy is there are so many features. There are so many things that it does. And one of the things that Buildy can do is help you build an AI-powered business. So my AI builds you an AI that you can use in your business. And so an example of that might be, let's say you build an app that helps people reformat their pictures, or maybe you make an app that makes YouTube thumbnails, as an example. Well, your app is going to be powered by AI. You don't have to worry about what models to use or going out and getting keys and creating all these separate accounts. We just handle it all for you. So you can use image models, you can use text models, and you can build AI-powered products and AI-powered websites and apps inside your business. And so your app, your website, your product will use AI. When it does, it uses AI app actions. That's what that means. It's a type of credit where it's used in your business when you use AI for your users. I hope that's not confusing. Does that make sense? Let's see here. Here's a question from Jeannie. Can we top up credits as needed? Well, right now, the way to get more credits is to upgrade. So you would go from like a $24 plan to a $50, and you can upgrade and downgrade if you're on a monthly plan. Could I use okay, so this is kind of a technical question. So for those of you who are not technical, you can kind of ignore this. But this is a Viola. Could I use my GitHub repo that I already have? It already has a back end and database. The quick answer to that is no. You can connect GitHub to Buildy, but that's for us to push the code to you. So that enables you to get a copy of the code that we create for you. So we can connect to your GitHub account and push all updates and changes. So you will have versioning of everything that happens inside Buildy, and you would have it in your GitHub account. But we don't do it the other way around, where we're going to pull in your project and set it up. Cool. Devon's asking for free access. I don't know if I can help you with that today, Devon. Let's see. There's a lot of people asking questions about plans. So what I will tell you is if you sign up, it's going to immediately show you all of our plans and pricing. So it would probably be the simplest way to go through that. Once I get through a few more questions, if enough of you want me to, I can pull up the plans page and show you, if you can see some of the plans. So Beth asks, will it build an AI agency business? So Beth, you kind of. So you can get a Buildy agency plan. And then we also have something called our partner program. So if you'd like to be an agency that builds and fulfills services for your clients with Buildy, and you'd like to team up and partner with us where we can help you, we have a partner program. I'm trying to think of the best way to get you in touch with somebody for that. Let me see. Let me ask behind the scenes if I can get a link for you. So I'm looking for a link for you. This is for Beth or anyone else who's interested in that. So we do have an agency partner program. It's by invitation only. So you can apply for that and talk to one of my team. You see here. Hopefully I can get somebody to answer me behind the scenes. Okay, cool. He's getting the link. So anybody who's interested in that, we'll get you the link, and you can apply for the program. I mean, there is a significant expense to join, just to be transparent. No bait and switch. But if you're interested in being part of that, and you quite literally, like, we team up. You work hand in hand with my team. We launch your agency. We support you. We help you use Buildy to go out into the world and help businesses all over the place with voice agents, text agents, website building, AI automation, all those types of services. And so here I have a calendar link I can share. It looks like you're on YouTube, so you should see this just fine. I'll pop that out there. And again, I am unsure if my links, when I pop them out, go out to LinkedIn or not. Let me see. Does not look like it. Here, let me pop this into LinkedIn as well. So that should do it. Okay, so there's a calendar link for anybody who is interested in being part of that. Okay, it's by invite only, so you can ask lots of questions. You can interview us. We'll interview you. We'll decide if it makes sense for us to team up, and then you can join that program. But that'd be the way to talk to the team about that. David says, Happy New Year. Absolutely, Happy New Year. What a year this is going to be. I know for us in my business, I don't think there has ever been more opportunity and more upside coming. So I have a feeling that this will be the biggest year ever in my career as an entrepreneur. So I hope it is for you too. I'm feeling really good about this year. Cool. I see the Mick asking about our agency accelerator training. So the Mick, I don't remember if you joined our partner program or not. So that was like an optional upsell for partners. I don't remember if you're in that program or not. But I can get somebody on the team to reach out to you. Alice asks, can it be used on a cell phone or tablet? It can be. It's a little bit clunky, honestly, on a cell phone, but it works. A tablet would be better. Can I upgrade an app to launch a Build the AI code on Yelp? I don't totally understand that question. What would the app do? Explain that to me a little bit more, Devon. I need a little more data on what the app would do to help answer that. And I also see some questions about languages. And so Buildy works. It isn't an English-only tool. Our user interface is in English, and my team speaks English. But you can build websites in any language. So your business can be in any language. But just realize, our user interface currently is in English. We will later support other languages, but right now, while we're in beta, it's English. My team is English. But your business can be in any language that you need it to be. And you can talk to Buildy in other languages besides English as well. So Brian is asking more about the Buildy code. So we do handle all technical aspects of hosting and maintaining your business. But, excuse me 1 second. This cold is just driving me crazy. I'd be glad to be rid of it. Okay, so we do that to make it super simple for those of you who are non-technical. So you don't have to worry about hosting or databases or authentication or all the complicated stuff. We just handle it, so it's never a problem for you. But if you're someone who's concerned about being locked into Buildy, you can export all of that. And one of the things that you can do is connect your GitHub, so you have a copy of all of the code, and there is a way to export the data out of your database. It won't be, it's not going to be super easy. Just to be, again, I want to be fully transparent. I'm not saying it's like point click easy, but you can export your data. You can take the code with you and go move it elsewhere. If you get mad at me one day and you want to leave, you could. It won't be easy, but you could do it if you're technical. Cool. Can Buildy check sites for comments that show specific intent? Like, I really need to buy. I guess the quick answer to that is yes. So as an example, I built an app that searches Reddit. It's funny, it actually uses Google to search Reddit, and it crawls Reddit threads looking for people that have problems. So I know it can do it because I've built one myself. And Chris for real asks, is this for folk who don't know much about AI? Mostly it's for anybody who wants to run a business and be a one man or woman show and have AI kind of deal with all the other stuff. Some people who are technical like that, like me. Like, honestly, I could go out and I could launch a business myself. I could figure out how to get it coded. I could probably get my business launched. Handle the tech stuff. I know all the marketing stuff. I know how to operate a business. I could do it all myself, but what a hassle. So this is about convenience and ease. And so for me, I could launch a new business and maybe it will take me weeks or months to get it fully deployed and launched and up, right? But now, I use it myself. I use Buildy to launch new tools, applications, businesses, landing pages like that. I did it today. So I had an idea today before I went live, and I thought, you know what? Since we're going to be streaming on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on X, I should build a site to help people figure out which platform they should go to. Some of you might have seen it. I texted it out to our text message list. And so I created in minutes before, like I was scrambling to get live. And on the side, I had a tab open and I kept going over there talking to Buildy, and I launched this little landing page. And I can show it to you if you'd like to see it. Let's go screen share again. And I launched this like, let's see, billislive.com. So I set it up, built it, registered the domain name, and launched it in minutes as I was rushing to go live. So in fact, I built this, I ran to the shower, took a shower, came back and jumped on the air. That's how fast I built it. So as you can see here, now it has the links where you can watch the show. And this didn't exist, just a couple of hours ago. And so the beauty for me is even though I'm technical, I can deploy my ideas quickly, which like speed is so, so important when it comes to making money and having a profitable business. So that's the benefit for me as a technical person, is that I can move fast and I don't have to think about or worry about a lot of the little pieces that would ordinarily get in my way and slow me down. Okay, let's go back to questions. I got that one. So this is Frank. Frank, another one of our power users and one of the really great people in our community, says, I built a web app using my iPhone while relaxing on the couch. So there you go. And then a lot of good feedback from our team. Boria she's on LinkedIn, also another member of our school community, which I should plug that again. I'm going to plug the school community one more time. Let me get the link real fast because our school super users are very active right at the moment. So let me push that out through StreamYard. And I'll go back to LinkedIn and I'll push it out over there as well. And I will say that, that community is great. But Boria says, I am Bulgarian and I've created a fully Bulgarian site with Buildy. Talked to Buildy in Bulgarian and the grammar was perfect. Didn't feel like translated stuff, rather like a native conversation. Well, that's really cool. Cool. So Devon wants to do a demo. Fantastic. Go book. Go set up your time and book in the calendar, Devon. Pushbutton.ai/demo. So my round tube planet says, is Buildy good at lead generation and can it upload them to a Google Sheet or CSV? Yes and yes. It's a quick answer to that. Yes. You can build a lead generation engine, like you could make a quiz funnel or an opt-in page or a landing page. There's a lot of ways to get leads using a Buildy site, and absolutely that you can export them in a CSV or even get them inserted into a Google Sheet. That is absolutely possible. Okay, one of our users on LinkedIn who's a bit anonymous says 100% the need for speed to succeed. Okay. Terry's asking, what has been the success rate or ROI for customers? Well, we're new, so it's too early to say. Go sign up and start making some money, and then we'll get you in there. This is all new. Cool. So Jay did confirm my links don't automatically go to LinkedIn. So thank you for that. Cool. Yeah, Frank likes the idea of my page there. So I wanted to make this so that it could be really easy for people to choose where they want to watch the show. So maybe I will. We could do archive episodes. That might be interesting I like that idea, Frank. Anybody here like to see the archives of the show linked here? That would be cool. I think that'd be very easy to do. Cool. Yeah. If enough people want that, you want to have the access to be able to watch the replays from this page, this is billislive.com, then I will build it. I'll use Buildy to build it out and put the archives in there. And then here's a question from Aviva. Buildy was named something else 6 months ago, right? So we acquired there was basically a vibe coding tool, so an AI assisted coding tool that was really, really cool that we acquired. So we bought that and merged it with our existing technology and our existing products. And then all of the stuff that we're building, the one man or one woman business, is all new technology that we're adding to that. But yes, I spent quite a large sum of money to acquire that business so I could grab that technology and add it to what we're doing here. So that's probably what you're talking about. Cool. I think that's it there. All right. Well, then what I'd like to do for just a moment is I want to let you know that you've probably seen a couple of our ads, but we do have a newsletter. It's actually run by our head of growth here, who is also known as Producer Nick on our channel. And he's also my son. So very talented marketer. And he puts out content every week through this newsletter. And I want to invite you to join it. So I'm going to play a very quick commercial for our Ingeniosity newsletter. And I would encourage you to sign up. When you sign up, you get access to all of our playbooks. So every time we're live, I do training on all kinds of different topics of different ways to use AI to build a business or make money. And each one comes with a playbook, including all the prompts and the resources and all that stuff. So we'll be including that, and you get all of those. So there's a library of I think there's 36 different playbooks of different AI strategies that you can use right now, and it's all free. There's no charge, and it's our Ingeniosity newsletter. So I'm going to play a super quick commercial break. I want to rest my voice for just a moment, get some coffee, and I'll be right back with more of your questions. And that is if I can find the button to play the commercial. No, it's not that one. It is, where did it go? It is this one. Okay, I'll be right back after this very quick commercial break.
Starting your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
And we're live. Over to you, Bill.
Bill, are you there? We seem to be having technical difficulties. Bill, are you there?
I'm here. Okay. Cool. Now, I didn't push out the link to that. I get that out right now. Pushbutton.ai/subscribe. I just hand typed this out, so hopefully this link works. Put that out into YouTube. So Jay, if you're out there, if you could share that for me over on LinkedIn, that'd be fantastic. And yeah, so we're going to do some more questions. And one other thing I do want to let people know is those of you on YouTube, connect with me over on LinkedIn. So I'll pop that in there. I'm starting to get active on LinkedIn, especially now that we are going to really get serious with venture capital and raising capital for the business. I'm going to be very active over on LinkedIn, and you'll hear me talk more about that, about the kind of build in public and sharing a little more behind the scenes of what's happening with building our growth, how it's going with raising capital, and all of that will happen over on my LinkedIn. So if you want to follow me over there, got out there as well. And so those on LinkedIn, you have just a tap to go connect with me over there, or follow my profile, so you can follow along with me as we build this really awesome platform. Now, I don't think if I've missed any questions, you can ask them again, and we'll open this up. It doesn't have to just be about Buildy today. So my purpose for this show, sure, I like to show off my products and services, but I'm here because I want to help you grow your business. So I have a wealth of knowledge, both in paid advertising, having managed and worked with over millions of dollars in paid spending to generate revenue, lead generation, sales funnels, webinars, whatever over the last 25 years, almost any business model or strategy you could think of, we have used it in my businesses. So I'd love to bring my hard-won experience to help you. So if you have questions, pop them in there. Could be about anything at all when it comes to building or growing your business. And awesome. I see Jay also sharing some links out there for the community, including to our school group. So yeah, I highly recommend you join us over on school. I think we're going to be doing another workshop in school soon. That was a very popular. We've done a couple of 4-day workshops, and we kind of run them out of school. So I would like to do another one soon, and that's coming up. Anybody here participate in my workshops inside school? I know a lot of the school community leaders were definitely part of that, but who else here? Give me a hand raise, shout out in the chat if you were part of one of our recent workshops. So we did 2 of them. I did 2 4-day workshops. We ran them inside the school community. It was a lot of fun. Okay, yeah. Now I see my fellow schoolers, Pete and Elizabeth, and small business, and Frank, and who else? John. And I know there's more lurking out there, but that's okay. All right. Well, then I am not seeing any other questions. And Nick isn't here, so I can't do my dad jokes. So that's it's kind of weird to read dad jokes to yourself. So I have to wait till he's back next week. It's usually a tradition here on the channel is we throw in a couple dad jokes, since my son, again, head of our growth team here, and he co-hosts the show with me. Cool. So, my round 2 planet says, can Buildy scrape leads from the net for cold calling? Kind of. It can actually scrape the web. That is true. And it can, if you guide it, you're going to need to tell it, like, what websites do you want scraped and how is it supposed to access them? And it can do that. Cool. Oh, Kim was in both of those. Of course, Borea out there. Small business says it was invaluable. I go back to the notes regularly. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we are going to have one coming up. So if you're not part of our school community, now would be a good time to join before we kick off our next workshop over there. Cool. And yeah, I've given a couple push button AI links out. John's asking about it. So there was one for the demo. John, is that the one you're looking for? The demo one is pushbutton.ai/demo. If you want to subscribe and get your free playbooks, our free newsletter, that's pushbutton.ai/subscribe. So either use subscribe or demo. Either one will get you to each of those resources. All right, cool. Tom's a member of school. Was in those. Christopher wants to see more of my projects. Yeah, I can show off a little bit of some of what I've built. Sure. Let's see. Let me go in here. I don't think there's anything that I have to keep secret. Hopefully I don't show off any top secret projects, but let's see what we got. So if you guys want to see some of these, we'll take a peek. So there's that landing page I was just talking about. Here's our health quiz. Oh, I made this. We're going to start using this brand, Psycho Money. Who's got my assistant here. So it'll take a minute for the project to wake up and spin up our development servers, and then you'll be able to see this one. This is just a simple landing page. It's a coming soon page for a project we're working on, but I like it. That's Roxy, which, if any of you are wondering, she's my sidekick. She's my assistant here at home, and she's always by my side all day as I'm working. So I'm starting to feature her in my branding. And this is just a simple video background that I made for this as a landing page placeholder. And one thing I could show you. This is an example of building a voice agent for a business. So this is a business that did not have a voice agent. And so we built a demo. So and installed a voice agent on their website. It's right here. And in fact, would you like to hear it? I can show you what they sound like. Let me, I'm going to have to stop sharing and set up. I got to set it up so it will share audio. I didn't have audio turned on. And I'm going to have to get my other microphone over here. So I've got that. Let's share this window, which is this one. Turn on audio. Voice agent. So here, just so you can see what that looks like. A business that did not have a voice agent. And so we built a demo.
Hi.
So
Thanks for calling Santa Ana Express Car Wash.
It's right. Audio is not coming through. Would you like to hear it? I can show you what they sound like.
Great.
What is happening here? I'm gonna have to
Absolutely.
stop sharing and set up. I gotta set it up so it will share audio. Okay. Have audio turned on. It's a bit finicky trying to share audio from my tabs. I don't know why it's not showing. The audio is not coming. It's working. It's just not coming through the stream so you can hear it. Let me just try this again. So it is this one. You turn on audio, share.
Hi.
So
Thanks for calling Santa Ana Express Car Wash.
The audio is not coming through. Would you like to hear it? I can show you what they sound like.
Great.
What is happening here? You're gonna have to
Absolutely.
stop. Okay. Now you can see why I don't usually share audio. Let me try this one more time, and then I'm going to give up in a moment. Let's try if I share a tab instead. Maybe this will do the trick.
Hi. Thanks for calling Santa Ana Express Car Wash. How can I help you today?
Yeah, what time do you open tomorrow?
We open every day at 7 a.m. and stay open until 9 p.m. If you need a quick wash, you can swing by anytime during those hours.
So I don't want to go to one of those self-service washes. Do you do the hand wash, or do I have to wash it myself?
Great question. You do not have to wash your car yourself here. At Santa Ana Express Car Wash, our modern equipment does all the work for you. Your car gets clean, dry, and shiny in about 5 minutes. You just drive in and we take care of the rest. Plus, you can use our free vacuums after your...
Okay, so I think you get the point. So that's an example of a web voice agent. Here, let me put my other microphone down so I can come back on screen. And then the other thing that these voice agents can do, if we come over here to manage, I don't know if we set up a phone number on this. Let's see if I have a phone number on it. It does not look like I do. Which, by the way, you can change the voice. So,
hello, I'm Kate. Need a hand with?
Hello, I'm Myra, your voice assistant.
Hey there, I'm Paul, your dedicated helper.
Greetings. Meet Steve, your virtual companion, focused on clarity and speed in every interaction.
So you can change the voices. You can change its training. You can come in here and change his personality if you want it to be grumpy. Like we did that the other night just for fun. I made a grumpy agent who didn't want to be at work. You can set up phone transfers, so it can transfer phone calls. You can do voicemail, both for outgoing and incoming. You can set up calendar bookings to set up appointments and scheduling. And you can collect data. So you can use phone or voice on the web to collect leads. So that's also something you can set up here. So that's our voice agent system. So that's a project. Let me think what else I can show you real fast. One of these I set up a phone number on, so I can try to show you. Let's refresh that. Let's see, is this the one I put a phone number in? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, no, it does have a phone number. Okay, let's assign to phone number, inbound and outbound, assign to agent. Okay, now let's do this. That should work. So check this out. We'll come on here. And I just picked up my phone and LinkedIn is blowing up with connections. Let me just make sure I don't have my headset on. And we'll show you an example of this. Okay, so I'm going to do a test call. I'm going to have it call me. So remember, the agent that's calling me is from I think this is a plumber. Yeah, it's a plumber. So I'm going to go ahead and have the agent call me on the phone so you can get an example of how that works. And this is just a quick demo, not intended to be a fully functional one. I'll put my phone number in.
Thanks for calling Rapid Plumbers Irvine. How can I help you today?
So you're a plumber?
Yes, that's right. We're a plumbing company. We handle repairs, water heater replacements, and general plumbing services. Is there something specific you need help with?
Yeah, my water heater is leaking and my showers are cold. Can you help?
Absolutely, we can help with that. We handle water heater repairs and replacements, including both traditional and tankless units. If your water heater is leaking and you're not getting hot water, it's definitely something we can take care of. If you'd like to get service scheduled, the best way is to call us directly at 714-716-4224 during our business hours.
What are your business hours?
We're open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., including today. If you need to call or stop by, you've got plenty of time.
You get the idea. Now, had I set up voice transfer, like that's an option inside Buildy where we can set up voice transfer. When we come here and edit the agent under transfer to another number right here, I could have set it up where so the agent wouldn't tell you to call the business. It would just transfer you and say, hey, let me transfer you. And it would send the call straight to the business just for someone to book an appointment. Or we could also turn on the appointment booking, the calendar booking feature as well. And then it would book into the calendar. Let me think of another project to show you real quick. Something a little bit more complex. Here's an example of the sites that we make for if you team up and partner with us. This is an example of the sites we build for our agency partners. So let me pop that into another window here. So, it's not showing the other window. Yeah, 1 second here. Let's undo that. I forgot I changed my screen share. There we go. So this is an example of the sites that we set up for our agency partners who want to use Buildy to launch an agency business. And let me see if I can find one more thing to show you while we're here. I also use this to make landing pages and presentations. So this actually created a presentation for me for one of my webinars. So we did this. I think this webinar ended up making us 6 figures, but the whole presentation was built inside of Buildy. But just waiting for it to wake up here. And so there we go. So it's actually a whole presentation with notes. Like I have another screen I can launch for let me show you here. There's like a separate notes field that pops up and gives me notes that stays in sync with the presentation. So as I'm going through delivering it, I can take this and drag it off to another screen and have all my script for the webinar. And then I can go full screen here and do the whole presentation. And you'll notice the control bar will auto hide. And then I can just use the arrow keys to go through my presentation. So this was all made in Build-A as an example. And one more project, and then we'll go back to questions and wrap it up. Oh, I made my entire email marketing app, the one I was showing earlier in Build-A. Here's another landing page we made. This was part of a Christmas gift I gave some of my subscribers. Some of you got this gift. Anybody here download the Christmas gift I gave out? As soon as it wakes up here, I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe I'll ring a bell. So it's a little trick I did there. If you notice what that did, you can't autoplay a video. The browsers will block it and won't let you. But we did a really cool trick where by clicking the enter button, that plays the video and that gets around the browser blocking. So you'll notice, watch when I hit this, boom. Oh, now the privacy settings are blocked. Okay, so you can't watch the video, but that's weird. I guess my team changed the privacy settings. But anyway, that's an example of another page, another business I made. And there's a lot more. So there are some businesses, and then I'm going to go through the questions and make sure I didn't miss anything here. Tom says he's a member of school. Awesome. Glad for that. Frank is recommending you connecting to Appify for scraping social media. So if you want to get leads from social media, fantastic tip there, Frank. And John is asking for clarity on the demo link. That is to schedule a Build with Me session where you're going to build together with one of my team. That's where if you go to pushbutton.ai/demo. We have I'm scrolling. Let's see. So Beth is asking, are you stuck with Build-A after you build your business there? So the benefit of it, and it's not a negative, the benefit is that we handle all that stuff for you. So there is no worry about databases, hosting, tech stuff at all. We just do it all. We handle optimizing it, making sure it's always up, that it's backed up, high security, and we take care of all of that. If you're concerned that you might get mad at us one day and want to leave, you can. But I just want full disclosure, it takes somebody with technical skills in order to do that. So you will need a software engineer to take your source code files and move it to another platform. Okay, but you can take your code with you can take your data with you, and you can leave. That is absolutely possible. But again, it won't be simple for somebody who's not technical. Let's see. Could a voice agent present the presentation and take questions? What a great idea. It could. It could. Wouldn't that be something? So I don't ever have to do a webinar again. I'll just train an AI, and then it will just do the webinars for me. I don't think it would convert as well as me, but maybe we should do a challenge. It should be like the old IBM man versus machine, chess challenge. So should we challenge? I'll have an AI against me to see who can sell more on the webinar. That's a good idea, though. Okay, so I see the Mick asking that question. We have two programs, and the Mick is asking about our profit partnership and then something called our agency accelerator. So there are two things that we have. The AI profit partnership is where we help you build an agency and use Build-a to provide services to businesses all over the world. And then there's an optional thing it's an upsell that if you want one-on-one mentoring. So if you'd like to have a one-on-one mentor to help you through that process, make it go faster, get some additional hands-on training and information to grow faster and bigger, that's the accelerator program. And that's an optional upsell if you do become a partner. Hopefully that clears it up, the Mick, and apologies on my end if it wasn't clear. And I think we're good. See Jay sharing some more links out on LinkedIn. Thank you for that, Jay. And with that, I think we're going to wrap it up. So it's been, we're right at about 2 hours on the show. And, I know today was a little promotional. Normally it's more me just teaching strategies and content, but I am very proud of and very excited about the future of Build-a-AI. So I wanted to show off a little bit of our one man or woman business concept. And what I hope to do is make Sam Altman's vision, bring it to life, where you have one person who can build and operate a very large business without a large staff and without outsourcers and all the headaches that come with using current AI tools. Put it all under one roof and make it simple. That's the entire concept. And I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. So with that, I do want to remind you, subscribe here on YouTube. So on YouTube, I'm at just youtube.com, Bill McIntosh. I'm over on X and also on LinkedIn. So those of you who've been watching on LinkedIn, make sure you connect up or follow me here and subscribe to the channel and do all those things. And again, thank you so much for being part of today's show. Next week, I will be in San Francisco. So I do not know if I'm going to be broadcasting live from San Francisco. We're going to be at a conference, and then we're going to be in meetings with all of the VC guys up there who might be investing in Build-a to help us make our vision a reality. So I don't know if there'll be a show next Wednesday. They're probably not, but who knows? We might do one live from on location. And with that, I think we're good to wrap it up. So with that, I'll play you out on a commercial, and I hope to see you on one of our upcoming shows. Bye for now.
Starting your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI. And we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income, fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
I'd like to send you over 20 different playbooks, downloadable reports, presentations, and more free, all designed to help you start, build, and profit as an online entrepreneur. And they are all based on my $100 million in results across all of my online businesses. Because over the last 25 years, I have figured out what works, what didn't. But it took a lot of trial and error, a lot of painful lessons along the way. And I would like it so that you don't have to fumble around like I did over the years. Instead, I want to give it to you straight, the exact patterns, the exact steps that you need to follow to launch and explode your online empire this year and beyond. So whether you're just starting out or already have a business you want to grow, there is something for you, and it's totally free. So these playbooks, we release them each week, and a couple examples of them are already waiting for you in the vaults right now. These examples would be how I'm using Mr. Beast's leaked manual to blow up my own YouTube channel and make 6 figures from YouTube alone. Also, the next playbook is a simple content hack that made one guy over $1 million his first year. Also, another playbook is how one woman, she made $200,000 by borrowing traffic from other websites. Also, you'll see how to use an AI tool called Runway ML to generate AI ads that are 300% more profitable than traditional ads are. You'll also learn how to use Notebook LM, which is a different AI tool that Google puts out, and you'll see how to make tons of website traffic show up on your doorstep and explode your business. And then another example is our 5 profitable newsletter business ideas. So if you ever wanted to start an online newsletter or an email newsletter, you can start one in a single afternoon with this playbook. Those are just a few examples. There's tons of playbooks and other stuff, and we release more every single Friday. You will get another playbook that will cut right through the noise, will bring you a cutting edge, new marketing or business building strategy that will help you either get more traffic, get more money, or make your business bigger. And these are filled with growth hacks, the workflows, the ideas, the strategies and tactics that will help take you from a concept in your mind to cash flow coming into your pocket, and it'll do it fast. Now, over my $100 million that I've made across all of my different businesses, I know what works. And some of them were very painful and frustrating lessons to learn. And now, through Ingeniosity, it's totally free, and I want to share my knowledge with you so that you do not have to go through that. And I look forward to seeing you inside the Ingeniosity members area. Remember, it's free, and each resource is carefully researched, carefully curated, and we check it against all of my hard-won $100 million worth of experience and make sure it's something that is working now, today. By the way, all of it's indexed, cataloged, and roadmapped. You can log in and find these. You'll never be left in the dust again. Some of the other things that you'll get as an Ingeniosity free subscriber is you actually get to learn behind the scenes of what's going on in my own businesses so you can see what's working in them right now. So these are not just theories, things that I am doing in my businesses. You'll see real life business experiments and case studies that we're releasing. You'll get the practical blueprints, the growth hacks, everything you can deploy. It's like plug and play. You just take the training, implement it, and you can get results. So as a free Ingeniosity subscriber, you'll get all the practical, cutting-edge AI tactics that you can use right now in your business so you can participate in this AI revolution. It's all free. It's all right now waiting for you. Go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. So go to that link that you see on the screen or down below in the comments, click it, and it's totally free. I'll see you over there.
And we're live. Over to you, Bill.
Bill, are you there? We seem to be having technical difficulties. Bill, are you there?
And with that, I want to leave you with our link to the school community. Oh, that's not it. Let's find it over here. Where is our school link? It is right there. Invite, copy, share. So see you over in school. And we pop that into LinkedIn. And there we go. We'll see you over there. Bye for now.